Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial from the Paint Couture creative team. This is Melinda from MTZ Crew Designs. Today I have a video that will go over some of the processes I use to give this buffet a new look. It's full of color and lots of texture now, so it's pretty exciting to look at. If you want to see how I did it, just hang around and I'll show you. Okay, let's get started. So I'll be using two of these iFlex wood product medallions. These are item number 2540, and I'm just putting them vertically here on the doors on either side of the buffet. What I like to do is just measure a center point, so to get an idea of where I should put the iFlex wood product. And so I'm just measuring vertically and horizontally just to make sure that I get the center of the medallion right in the middle of the door. And I'll do the same on the other side. So when you use iFlex wood products, you just want to put some glue, and I'm using a Titebond Quick and Thick wood glue here on mine. Covering the back of the piece with a little bit of glue. In this case, I probably used a little bit too much, but it's okay because I can use a small artist brush to pull off any of the glue that I don't want seeping out from the edges. And then I just use tape to adhere the or to keep it in place rather while the glue is drying. Now the glue I use dries clear, so you're not going to see it per se. It's okay if you have a little bit of the glue, you know, seeping out and it's there on the project. The only time I can think of when it's going to be like super important that you get all the glue off is if you're working on a piece that you want a clean finish. Like let's say you want to spray your piece and you don't want any other visibility of that glue, then you might want to work a little hard to get the glue off. But this piece that I'm making is going to be super grungy and full of texture, so it's not going to be an issue for me. So now I want to add elements of texture all over my piece and just in random spots. And so what I'm using for this is a texture product from Paint Couture. It's called Crust. And I'm just using a silicone spatula to spread it all over the buffet, just in various spots, and giving it some time to dry. Once it's dry, I used a 320 grit sanding block to sand back in certain areas. I'm not sanding it all off completely. I'm just kind of sanding it lightly to smooth it out a little bit. So the first color that's going on to the buffet is Night Sky. It's from Paint Couture's Chalk Style line. And I'm going to add a texture additive, so I'm adding Saltwash into the paint. I mix about 1 full scoop of Saltwash with every 8 ounces of paint. So that's what I'm going to do here. I get all the paint in my bowl and then I add a scoop of the Saltwash. And then you just mix it up really good, because what I want is a much thicker texture on the paint, and I want that to be applied on the buffet because I want it to be a thicker feel, a thicker texture of the paint. It's also going to provide a little bit more dimension into the piece, because this is not the only color that I'm going to be putting on the piece. When you apply paint over Crust and over these iFlex wood products, you just want to make sure you're getting down into the nicks and crannies of the pieces and in the nicks and crannies of the crust, just to make sure you're covering it up completely. So it's good to use a stippling motion, dabbing motion when you're applying the paint over those areas. And so I've put about 2 to 3 coats of the Night Sky here, covered the entire bottom part of the buffet. And I'm now going to go through with another color from the Paint Couture acrylic mineral line called Sea Glass. And what I'm doing here is I'm just dry brushing sea glass in various areas of the buffet. I'm not looking to cover the night sky. I'm just looking to add a little bit more dimension of color. So sea glass is going to go in various areas. And like I said, it's just a dry brush. So I'm not going in with a ton of paint on my brush. In fact, I put some paint on my brush brush, and then I dabbed it off onto a paper towel before I did this. So this is just dry brushing some sea glass in various areas now. And now I'm going to do the same thing with another color called Sugar Plum that's from the acrylic mineral line as well. And like I said, this is just a very faint dry brush, so not a lot of paint on my brush, just dry brushing in various areas here. And the next thing I'm going to do is paint the entire top part of the buffet in pitch black from the acrylic mineral line. It's already been scuff sanded, like I said, so this is going to pick up the paint just fine. Not really concerned with how it levels, although it will level wonderfully, because I'm actually going to cover the top with Luxe metallic paints. So the black is just a base color for me, basically. And now I am going to do the same thing with my Luxe metallic paint by adding the Saltwash to texturize the top of the buffet, because I do want it to have the same grungy element on top. So I'm doing the same thing with Saltwash. I'm putting in the paint first, and then I'll add the Saltwash. And I think I probably put about 4 ounces of paint into my bowl. So I'll just put half a scoop of Saltwash and mix it all up. So for this first layer of Luxe metallic paint, I'm using antique gold, and I'm just kind of applying it in a very messy fashion. So it doesn't have to be perfect, because this is actually going to be a very grungy aesthetic, like I said. And this is a lighter color of gold that I'm using, because there's actually going to be another color that comes on top of this. So this is just to provide dimension. So it doesn't really matter that, you know, you can see streaks from the paintbrush. I want you to be able to see, I want to be able to see a little bit of the black paint peeking from underneath, because it, like I said, it's going to be kind of multi-dimensional. So now I'm using this stencil from Redesign with Prima. I believe it's called Anissa, but I will put it down in the comments below. This stencil is just going to provide a little bit of damask, or damask. I don't know how it's pronounced. Damask. I don't know. Don't come for me, because I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyways, it's just going to provide a little bit more interesting texture here on the sides of the buffet. And I don't care that it's not perfect, like I said, because the whole piece is very grungy. And so I'm just kind of applying it to where you can see the pattern. You can see kind of an aged look, just for a little bit of variety and some interesting design that's kind of cohesive with the look. And so now I'm going over the top of the buffet. Now that the antique gold is dried, I'm using bronze from the Luxe metallic line, and I'm using a less densely packed brush so that I can smush the bristles down. Just smishing and smashing here along the top, and it gives the illusion of texture. Also built in with the antique gold underneath it, which is a lighter shade, and the black that's pulled in from underneath both colors. So I thought it was pretty interesting, and I'm happy with it. And I did about 2 layers of the bronze over the top. Now I've waxed the whole piece with clear wax to protect it. And now I'm going in with a little bit of black wax in little corners of the piece just to provide a little bit more dimension and a little bit more of an aged look. So since I've gone over the entire piece with a clear wax, I can go through with my black wax now and apply as much as I want and remove as much as I want. So this is just kind of how I prefer to seal all these textured pieces and provide a little bit more of an aged finish to it in certain areas. And now I'm going to add a little bit of gold gilding wax to the raised areas of the iFlex wood pieces, because why not? I just like the shimmer and shine look. Why not combine grunge and shimmer and shine? Why not? Hey, it works for me. And of course, we have to hit the hardware with the gold gilding wax as well. You just gotta. I mean, it's so cute, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. So pretty. Especially on these iFlex wood pieces. They just stand out, and I swear they steal the show. So cute. And so I also wanted to make sure I give a little bit more attention to the crust that I applied on the piece. So everywhere that there was this raised crusty texture, I just lightly brushed on some gold gilding wax. And I'm using a flat artist brush, and I'm using the flat side of the brush to just kind of dry brush, I guess you could say, because I didn't come in with a lot of gilding wax. There's just a little bit of gilding wax on the brush, and I'm using the flat side to get those raised crusty textures so that it gives a little bit more sparkle. Why not? We gotta go all in here. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here, is putting a little bit more sparkle, because grunge and sparkle just that's the name of the game here today. So I hope you like it. I like it. It added a little bit more of an interesting finish here on this grungy piece, and I'm pretty pleased with it. And that wraps it up for today's tutorial. Again, I'm Melinda from MTZ Crew Designs. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if I've inspired you to create with any of Paint Couture Paint products or iFlex wood products, please feel free to use my affiliate link that will be located down below, along with a full list of all the products that I use today. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing content that our Paint Couture creative team is putting together for you. Okay, thanks everyone. Have an awesome day. Bye.